Welcome, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of morality, charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone who is interested is welcome to join. We shall begin our first participant, which is Felicia Chan from Malaysia. Felicia.
Good evening, Ajahn. My practice so far so good. Even though I'm not in Malaysia now, my practice at home is still good. I will continue to practice hard. Thank you, Ajahn.
Yes, you must not let go of your mindfulness and meditation and wisdom. You have to keep practicing these three things, and morality, sila, and charity whenever you can. You can still do it. Keep doing morality, charity, and meditation, mindfulness and wisdom.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Next, Kwan Liman from Malaysia.
Yeah, I don't really have a question, but I always think of forest and mountain. Can I take it as a goal and a plan instead of a desire?
Yes, definitely. There are good desire and bad desire. If you have the desire to go seek seclusion in the forest or in the mountain, that's considered to be good desire. It is sammaทิฏฐิ, right view. If you have the desire to become rich and be famous and enjoy your wealth, then this is wrong view, wrong desire. So if your desire is for you to live in seclusion in the mountain or forest, this is the path to enlightenment. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Ajahn.
Okay, Alvin from Malaysia.
Just listening, haven't got any question. Thanks for your teaching.
Okay. Scott from Bangsalay.
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Thank you, and thank you for the books. Thank you very much. I see lady today. Going on from last week, the one thing I wanted to talk about is I said to you, I'm happy. I'm very happy. However, I have tendency to get angry, tendency to rage quickly, and that's when I wish to be more calm. I can meditate all day long. I can soothe and I can play calm music and I can be, but when I get conflict, confrontation, challenge, I am prone to anger. Don't necessarily come out, but I feel very angry. And then I have to, any ideas how I can?
Yes, basically your anger arises from your expectation or anticipation or wanting something from the situation of the person. And when you don't get what you wanted, you became angry. So you have to lower your expectation or anticipation, or even eliminate them. Don't expect anything from anybody, from any situation. Just take things as they come.
That's the challenge.
Yes. In Thai we say you should learn to be a loser. Don't try to be a winner.
Okay.
If you can be a loser, then you can take anything from other people and you won't get angry at them. But we want to win. The problem is we want to win. We want to conquer.
It's
yeah.
Years of conditioning, 50 plus years of thinking like that, and now I'm to unthink like that.
Yes, you have to reverse the process, the role. Try to be as humble as you can. That's the way to deal with people and things.
A work in progress. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. Where are you from originally?
London.
London, I see. And you've been living here for a while?
Since December last year, and we're staying for at least 2 more years. We've rented this house for another 2 years, so we intend to make Thailand our home.
Okay, good. Welcome to Thailand.
We're regular visitors year on year, so it was always going to happen. It just happened now. I look forward to seeing you very soon, very, very soon.
Okay, come by.
Um,
All right, see
Thank
you
you.
then.
Thank
I'll
you.
go to Singapore now. Kok Sing.
Okay.
Okay, Kok Sing.
Good evening, Prajan. No questions at the moment. Thank you, Prajan.
Okay, go to Germany, Claudia.
Good afternoon from Germany, Tana-chan. No questions at the moment.
Okay, are you almost ready to move permanently yet?
Yes, we will get our new home in Switzerland next week. Then we have to return back to Germany, do the rest here to clear the old home. And
Mhm.
then we will finally move to Switzerland on October 21st.
Okay, this will be a permanent relocation, right?
Yes.
You plan to stay there for a long time. In
Yes, I
Switzerland.
hope so.
Good.
Yes, I hope that we can stay permanent in Switzerland. I also would take the Swiss passport and give the German passport away.
Mm.
So this is my hope. So we will wait and see what happens.
What attracts you in Switzerland?
My husband is working for a Swiss company, and they take him to the, I don't know the word in English, to the central or to the main department in Switzerland. It's a Swiss company, and they have their
Okay.
actually residence there. Yeah,
They call head office, something like that.
he gets a better job in Switzerland. He has more responsibility, and of course I go with him.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Not,
it's
not because of the natural setting or anything like that.
it has no political reasons.
Mm.
No, but what I like on Switzerland is that it has a lot of beautiful nature, and to me it seems that it is much more calm there than in Germany because the population is less, not so many people. And I think it has many good places to be in solitude, to be alone, to enjoy nature. And this is what attracts me.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Good choice. Especially
thank
if you want to, especially if you want to develop spiritually.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Hope you enjoy your relocation.
Thank you very much, Tanata.
Okay. I'll go to Sao Paulo to Alfredo. What happened to your camera? Kind of blurry.
I burned it. What?
Your camera, yeah, seems to be a little blurry. Not clear.
Blurry? What's?
Not clear.
Oh.
Cloudy, like cloudy, some vapor on your, is this some vapor on your camera or not? Did you? But it's okay, we can hear you.
Here is okay.
Okay.
The light is
Yes.
okay.
But you notice how your picture appears in comparison to cloudy. It's different.
I don't know. I think here is more dark.
Dark, I see. Okay.
Yes.
It's okay, no problem. Just just wondering.
It's here is a forest.
Uh-huh. Good.
Yeah, near the forest.
You live near the forest, no?
Yes.
Mhm. Good.
My sati is okay, Bante. My sati is okay.
Your sati, your mindfulness.
Yes, not 100,
Mhm.
not 100%,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
Okay. Good. Don't think too much.
No, I think get off the inibida, né, Bante?
Mhm.
Not involved.
If you have mindfulness, then it means you don't think much. You think only when you have to think.
Yes.
Okay. You should be happy. You should have equanimity, ubeka, if you have mindfulness.
Yes. Sunyata.
Okay, good. Emptiness. Okay, good.
Yes.
All right. Good to
Right.
see you.
Good.
Okay, I'll go to Vancouver now. To Sri and check. Did you just became a monk or something, Sri?
I shaved his head, Ajahn.
To cut my hair.
Save the barber cost. No need to go to the barber shop.
He never go to barber shop. I'm the barber.
I do my own shaving. I do my own shaving.
Oh,
Mm.
I thought like there are people that
Yeah, you can have other people to do it for you, but I practice shaving on my own
oh
because I didn't want to go bother or wait on someone to come and do it for me, you know.
oh.
No.
So
Uh,
then you know how to like by yourself, like you can shave. Oh,
yeah.
and you have done this for many years?
Oh, since I began my 10 years, when I had my first 10, I was 10 years in Rome, then I decided to start doing it by myself. So it's some 39 years, 38 years.
Oh. And you're not using the suppose you're not using the electric.
Not the open, no, just the usual safety razor.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes, you just put, and
Oh.
then you just use your hand to feel whether they are clean or not. If not,
Oh.
you just do it. Try it. It's easy.
Oh, you can try it. But do you use the do you need the cream, Ajahn? Like the
No, just soap. Just wash your head
soap.
with soap, and
Oh,
then
soap. Oh. Oh, soap. Oh, you like just the regular one. Oh, okay. Can
soap you
try it.
use to when you take a shower with you use the soap.
Oh, oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
getting me
Ajahn.
ready next time for your monk.
You've been brainwashed by the commercial enterprise to
Yeah, I think so.
when simply you just all you need to do is just wet your hair. You don't even need the soap if you don't have it. Just
Wow.
wet your hair and then you can just do it.
Sometimes you say it's painful, isn't it? I don't know. No?
Maybe a little bit, but it's not that.
Oh, we've been
If you meditate, you learn to live with pain.
That's my question, Ajahn. For like those people who meditate, like I mean, sometimes they're thinking like they can get their body healthy. Is there a true fact here?
You mean the
Like-
body become healthier because you meditate?
Yeah.
Well, when you meditate, you reduce the amount of stress, and the stress that can cause a lot of problem for your body. So have reduced stress, then your health become better. Because no stress that will cause you problem with your body. So this can help if you're meditative. Your mind is much more calmer and less stressed than ordinary people. And the reduction in stress will increase your health, your physical health.
Okay.
But it's not something that we should expect.
Well, it's what we call bonuses. It's something that it comes along, but it might not be able to overcome some other physical issues if you happen to have them. So and it's not the goal for meditation for a healthy body. Our goal is for healthy mind. Body, no matter how healthy you have, it's gonna get old, get sick, and die eventually. Maybe later than sooner. Monks who meditate, forest monks, some live to be 100 years or more, or at least 90 years, over 90 years old. Nongta Mahabua, the Supreme Patriarch, they live they die in their 90s.
The Supreme Patriarch too?
Yes, yeah. The one who built Wat Yan, the one who built this monastery. He's the same age with Nongta Mahabua. They were born in the same year.
I see.
But I think Nongta Mahabua outlasted him. I'm not sure who outlasted him, but they died within a few years of each other.
So it's the stress that.
Yeah, stress is a cause of your high blood pressure. You have stress, you get high blood pressure, and some other, maybe even cancer.
Yeah, that's what I think. Some people, they say meditate, then they are cancer free.
Heart disease also, maybe. Well, I'm not a doctor, so I'm just, maybe just reading from reading some articles. But it's not really the main cause, the main goal for meditation. Our main goal is to get rid of stress, anxiety, worry, fear, this sort of thing. To live a dukkha-free life, stress-free life. Okay, you still have to go to study today?
Yeah, this is the last week, Ajahn. Next
week,
week, yeah.
You have to do it every day, 5 days a week?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 days a week. Quite an intensive.
Quite an intensive.
Refresh your course, yeah.
Refresh, and we there's a different subject. Like now, this week it's mathematics, Ajahn. Learning about mathematics.
Is this requirement for you to get your license or something?
To renew the license. Yeah, for teaching.
Yeah. She doesn't need it. She just wants to go and study. So.
Good.
Next week. Next week we don't have to go to class anymore.
Oh, you finish your course. Yeah?
Not until next year, but at least it's good. So.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Ajahn. You have a question?
Question.
Okay. I'll see you next week.
Yes.
Sorry, Ajahn. I just wanted to ask you if you, like during the Pindaba, are you still on the golf cart and the weekend?
On the weekend and on holidays when there are lots of people waiting along the route. But like ordinary day, like today, there's not as many people. So I can skip part of the route and ride on the bus.
Oh, right on the bus. I see. Okay.
Mm.
So no change in your back, Ajahn. No change.
Yeah, if I stand or walk, it starts to become painful. But if I'm sitting like right now, it doesn't feel any pain at all.
Oh,
So
I see. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Ajahn.
part of life, I just take it, accept it as part of life,
Yeah,
and try to cope with it the best way I know how.
But there's no dukkha in your mind.
No dukkha. No. You accept it. You're not resisting the truth. You're accepting the truth.
So when you don't resist it, you don't have any
Dukkha. Your
dukkha.
disease is your desire to get rid of your painful feelings, and that is the cause of dukkha, of stress. So you have to get rid of your desire or your cravings, to get rid of your physical pain, because sometimes you cannot get rid of it, or if you do, you might do it temporarily, and you might have to depend on something which can be more harmful than the pain itself. So it's better to use the Dhamma medicine, which is keep your mind calm and let the painful feeling come and go by itself. If you can somehow get rid of it by changing your body position, do it. But if you cannot, then you just have to face it, accept it. Okay. The main goal is not to have any stress from the body pain. You should be able to coexist with the body pain. The mind should be able to coexist without any stress, with equanimity. If you have equanimity, then you won't have any stress. And to get to equanimity, you have to meditate, to get into jhana. But you don't have to get into jhana. Once you have equanimity, you can have equanimity outside of jhana, after you have developed already enough jhana. Then you can use this equanimity to deal with situations that is beyond your control, like your body pain or the losses of someone you love. You just use equanimity and just remain calm. What else can you do? To cry, to be sad doesn't change the situation. You just hurt yourself more by crying or by being sad. Why not be happy with every situation, good or bad, up or down, life or death? Just be happy with every situation. That's the goal in Buddhism. But we choose side. We like life. We don't like death. So when death comes along, we become sad. But you don't choose side. You take them all. Then you can be happy all the time. You need meditation. You need jhana and wisdom. Wisdom is to teach the mind to accept things as they are. Life is impermanent. Life goes up and down. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it comes down. But you can take them for as they are. You cannot change them. So what can you do? You just have to accept them. If you can accept them, then there's no need to be sad or to be stressful. The reason why you become sad or stressful is because you cannot accept reality, the truth. Okay. All right.
Thank you,
Good
Tajan.
luck to study.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank
Go
you.
to Malaysia now, to Philip. Philip,
Good evening, Tanjan. I don't have any questions tonight after the listening. I hope you're doing it well.
okay. Go to New Zealand, Anura and Ramya.
Hi, good evening, Ajahn. Yeah, how are you? Yeah,
Good, thank you.
Thank you. So thanks for the teaching, Ajahn. So we have listened that Ajahn Luan Tamhabu was to the Samana podcast. Yeah, that was really, it's really inspiring. One question I may have misheard or I may misunderstood Ajahn. So Luan Tamhabu says that enlightenment is permanent. When he was talking about the classes and becoming enlightened, and then he mentioned that enlightenment is permanent. What is that? What's the meaning?
Enlightenment. It means the permanent cessation of suffering, mental suffering. When you became enlightened, then you will have gotten rid of your mental suffering. No more suffering. Anybody can become enlightened if you can practice the Noble Eightfold Path completely, fully.
So is it permanent? So that the enlightenment is permanent condition?
Enlightenment is the state of mind in which you became aware fully of the Four Noble Truths and the three characteristics of existence. Once you have that, then you can permanently get rid of the cause of your suffering, which is your cravings. And once you have gotten rid of your craving permanently, then the cessation of suffering becomes permanent also. They cannot return. It's not like when you enter into jhana, you have temporary cessation of suffering. When you come out of jhana, your craving is still active. It come back out and then can cause you more suffering. But with enlightenment, you can see that the cause of your suffering is your cravings. So you stop them permanently. Before you didn't know that your suffering is caused by your cravings, your desire. But if you become fully enlightened, then you can see that all of your mental stress come from your suffering, from your cravings. Then you stop your cravings, stop your desire. Don't expect anything. Don't ask for anything. Just take things as they come. That's all. Like aging, sickness, and death. You cannot negotiate. You also see the three characteristics of existence there. You see everything is anicca. Everything rises and ceases sooner or later. Everything is done under your control because everything is natural phenomena. So you cannot interfere with natural phenomena. You cannot interfere with the wind, the rain, the snow. They come and go. All you can do is just to face it, accept it. So you have no stress, no more stress. Whatever comes, you can accept all of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, can you accept losses from your financial losses? If somehow this year you lose a lot of money, can you accept it or not?
We have to. So I don't know whether we can.
Well,
Yeah.
you lose it anyway, right? When you lose something, you lose it. But why do you have to become sad by that? Not change anything.
True.
So when you become enlightened, you know ahead of time that eventually you're going to lose everything. So you prepare yourself to accept the losses when it happens. Okay, does that answer your question about?
Yeah, I think that clarifies. Yes, that explains why it's that way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Ajahn. So, do you have any question?
What do you mean by seeing things as truly?
Can you speak louder? Can I hear you?
Seeing things as truly when in meditation. Is that
what does it mean?
Yes.
Well, seeing things as they are, seeing a dog as a dog, see a cat as a cat, not other way. When you have delusion, sometimes you see a cat as a dog or a dog as a cat. And this is delusion of seeing.
Deep meditation.
Your mind become clear, see. Your mind become clear. So you see dukkha as dukkha. You see the cause of suffering as the cause of suffering. Not otherwise. When you're delusional, when your mind becomes delusional, you see the cause of suffering as the cause of happiness. People think that they have to have cravings in order to be happy, right? You have to crave for money. Once you crave for money, then you can go after money and make money, get money. Then you can become happy when you get money. But you don't see the stress from trying to get money, right? When you have crave for money, and you try to go after money, your mind becomes stressful. You don't see that. So when you meditate, when your mind becomes calm, you can see when something is wrong with your mind, then you can see the cause that's something that causes your mind to become agitated or restless, and they are your defilements. But if you don't have a calm mind, if you don't have samadhi, you cannot see the ripples. When the mind becomes agitated, because the mind is constantly agitated already. So you cannot see the difference. When you have defilement or when you don't have defilement.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Ajahn.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah, talking about the shaving before, so I do my shaving myself. So it's a good mindfulness exercise. Not to cut myself.
Yeah. You do it yourself also, huh?
Yeah. I've been doing for the last 20 or so years. So I try to use the cutthroat blade as well, once or twice. Just needs a lot of practice. Yeah.
Open razor.
Open razor.
Yeah. You're using that now, or you using safety?
I use safety.
Safety razor. Okay.
It's a good exercise.
It's easier.
Yeah. It's very easy now. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, thank you, Ajahn.
You're welcome. Go to Singapore, to Gary.
Good evening, Ajahn. No questions for me today. Just happy to be listening in. Thank you.
All right. Go to Trevor. Trevor, are you still in Nova Scotia?
Yes, Prajan. Nice to see you again today. I'm still in my little hut in the parking lot of this marina, I'm under some trees, which is nice, and I'm sort of stuck away in a corner, so it's been nice and quiet here. And last week I was distracted with racing sailboats for the Chester Race Week. I was invited to come and sail on an old gentleman's boat. It's an old boat. It's a 100-year-old wooden sloop, and we were out about 10 of us on this boat, trying to race other boats, and they're passing you very, very slowly, but they pass you. It takes them 20 minutes to pass you, but they're going faster, and they go across the line just ahead of you, and it's very frustrating. But anyway, yeah, if you watched it from the shore, you would think, my goodness, these people are all crazy. You know, you could walk faster than these boats are going. You could run faster anyway. I know that,
Yeah.
but when you're on them, it feels like you're riding a big surfboard. So the waves are splashing, and it seems very exciting. But from the shore, it looks like the boats are going very, very slowly. It's so silly. But yeah, and now we're expecting the beginning of the hurricane season, which has been worse and worse over the years here in Nova Scotia. That hurricanes never used to come up towards Nova Scotia. They always
go out
bore
to
away
Atlantic.
Yeah, and so they're coming closer because the water is warming up.
Yeah,
and so we're bracing ourselves for some. We're hoping. I was here for the last hurricane. I forget the name of it, but it came within 100 miles, and it was pretty windy, I must say. It damaged a lot of places north of here, Newfoundland and places. And I'm taking your advice and using the. Right now, there's noise. I'm sorry, there's noise in the background. Someone making a noise. I'm using the Buddho mantra to overcome things like this noise or the noise from my ears, and I'm finding that very, very helpful.
Yes.
And I have a week off this week because the boat shop took pity on me and said they will fix my boat for me because I'm not very good with fixing things, and they said they would fix it. So it's in the shop, and I have a week this week to meditate more, and I'm going to be doing some walking meditation in the woods and so forth around here, and I'm really looking forward to that. So
yes, it's good. It's mindfulness practice. Try to take control of your thoughts as much as possible. Stop thinking. The less you think, the more lighthearted your mind will become.
Yes, it's very hard to stop thinking, but I'm using the Buddho and the breathing, and I find there are moments when the thinking stops, but I would like to experience more of that.
You have to do more. That's all. You have to do more. Buddho. Do as much. The more you have Buddho, then the less your thinking will be.
I really, it's the best part of my day. Really, is the meditation. I find it as you say, it reduces the stress immediately. I sit and I feel very, 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 very peaceful very soon, which is very nice. And it's almost like the rest of the day it's been a whirlwind, and you sit down and you realize you haven't had a peaceful moment since the last time you sat and meditated. You go out and you're buffeted around by all the things coming in, people, places, and things, and but sitting and being quiet, it's really a refuge. As you say, it's a refuge for me. And
very good, very good. Keep it up, okay?
I will. Thank you very much, Ajahn,
Okay.
and many blessings to you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'll go to Indonesia, to Intan. Intan,
Yes, Long Po. Good evening, Long Po.
are you from Medan or from Jakarta?
I'm from Jakarta.
Jakarta, okay.
Uh-uh.
Any question tonight?
Long Po, I want to ask Long Po about sila. In here, some teachers say when we want to change Pancasila to Atasila, we need go to the monastery to ask monk give us Atasila. If we practice, even we practice as Atasila, but we don't ask monk change sila, if not Atasila. So I want to ask Long Po opinion.
Oh, you can do it right away without having to go tell anybody if you know what they are. The reason why people have to go to monks because sometimes they don't know what the 8 precepts are or the 5 precepts are. So they ask the monk to teach them. The reason for going to is to study the precept, not to perform a ceremony, So if today you decide you want to keep the 8 precepts, you can do it right away. It's your intention that's important. You have to have the intention or the resolution that today I would like to keep the 8 precepts. Once you say that to yourself, then you go ahead and keep it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Long Po.
Okay. And when you want to stop the 8 precept and come back to the 5 precept, then you say, I'm changing my precept now from 8 to 5. So you have to tell yourself what you want to do. You want to keep the 8 precept or you want to keep the 5 precept. You don't need monks to come and tell you to perform the ceremony for you. But usually when you go to temples, when they do ceremony thing, they give precept and accept precept from the monks. Monks give the precept and the lay people accept the precept. This is just a ceremony, a ritual. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Long Po.
All right. We go to Indira and PL. PL is busy now, I guess.
He will be. Good morning, Ajahn, from Toronto. He will come. He will join us in a minute. I just have something to clarify with you. Now, when you with the jhana, when you get into the 4th jhana, and then you attain a state of equanimity, and then your mind is still, it is so much easier to contemplate, go into vipassana, like to see things as they are. But now when people do metta bhavana, maitri, loving kindness meditation, that also like metta, mudita, karuna, upekha, you develop a state of equanimity there too, like with the divine abidings when you practice. Is that like similar? Can they also do the same kind of contemplation through metta bhavana?
Well, I'm not so sure about the practice of the Brahma Vihara because from what I studied in the Satipatthana Sutta, the Buddha mentioned just the Anapanasati method for entering into jhana.
Yes.
So I'm not sure whether by contemplating or loving kindness, will be able to get your mind to jhana or not. You have to try it yourself.
Haven't tried that.
I think there is a mention in the sutra. That's another way for, like, there are several ways of awareness release. So one is a way through loving kindness, awareness release. So I mean, Buddha didn't give you only one option. Because everybody has a different mind state. So he was so kind to give many options. So this was another option of awareness release in the sutra text, but it's not in the main text for Satipatthana. It's in other short sutras. Yes.
And I don't know how you use loving kindness to calm your mind. By reciting metta or what?
No, actually not reciting.
I don't think they give the detailed instructions in the sutra, like Mahatgata Chetavimukti, Appamana Chetavimukti. They talk about two ways. Appamana is like starting from here and kind of spreading out, or the other one is all directions, like spreading loving kindness to different directions, up, down, sideways, like north, east, that kind of. So spreading loving kindness made the mind become serene and concentrated. At that point, you go into spontaneous jhanas. From there, mind become equanimous at that stage. And obviously from there, you can practice insight.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's another way.
I think sometimes some people do practice loving kindness a lot, but then I guess you get into anapana too, and then maybe, but I just wanted to clarify which way.
Yeah, I think you're right. The main discourse is Satipatthana, but obviously there are other avenues, other entrance to Cheta Vimukti. I guess that's what I think she was asking, metta. And
I only use metta when I feel angry at someone.
Yes,
then I say, Sabbe satta avera hontu. We must hold no grudges against other people.
That's right. Yeah, it's an antidote for anger. Yes.
But I never use it for jhana, so I don't know how that can happen.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Ajahn.
And you have a question. So the question, I think I'll just putting my doctor's hat. I think Sue and I think Sui and Czech had a question about stress and how it can lead to disease, like maybe meditation helps to prevent disease. There is a study which when you're stressed, what happens is your area called amygdala in the brain, it fires. That's a stress. So there's a direct correlation with the lower amygdala firing. It's related, like higher amygdala firing is related to cardiac disease. Now recent study. So if the stress can cause cardiac disease directly. So obviously, when you less stress or less dukkha, less cardiac disease. So I mean, you can interpret indirectly. That's possible through meditation. But the direct correlation is the amygdala firing in the brain can cause directly proportional to cardiac disease. There's a study.
Good.
So
Thank you.
Okay, and one more thing, one more question, if you have time.
Sure, go ahead. Plenty of time.
Yeah. So I think Ramya and Anura has a question about enlightenment being permanent. I just want to add on something. So enlightenment is the only one that is unconstructed. Everything else is constructed because there's Sabba Sankara Samato. All the Sankaras are gone in enlightenment. So whatever which is constructed is impermanent, whereas what is unconstructed is permanent. So only enlightenment is unconstructed. Obviously, we use something which is constructed, the Eightfold Path, to get to unconstructed. But once you're unconstructed, it's impermanent. I mean, it's permanent because there is nothing else to do. Now, it does not break down. So that's just the add-on. No more sankara, that is visankara gatan chittang or sabba sankara samato nibbana. So in other words, sankara is no more, no construction, and therefore it's permanent.
Okay.
I don't know, you agree or not, but just is my idea, my thought.
Yeah. I look at it from the point of cessation of suffering.
Cessation, yeah, cessation, yes, that's right.
If you use samadhi, it's only temporary cessation.
Cessation of all.
If you use wisdom, then it's permanent
Right.
cessation, and wisdom is enlightenment.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. And also about the anger question, the initial one, it's interesting, like the anger when happens, like you said, it's, I think the expectations is the key, like you're expecting something, you're craving, and you don't get it, and then you become angry, irritable, or whatever. But that's because your mindfulness is not that strong, and that means your like the restraints are not enough, sensory restraints. And then if that's the case, you realize that it's not there. So can you kind of you also don't have enough patience, so you can go to the next stage where you avoid the situation and get rid of your anger, and that helps you indirectly anyway, right? Can you do that by called Parivarjana Pahatapa? Buddha talks about different ways. I think in the Sabbhavasa Sutra, second sutra in the Majjhima Nikaya, different ways. One is by avoiding, one is by restraining, one is by having patiently enduring. But you can do all that. But it's just to get away from that situation for the temporary, at least.
Yeah, you can remove yourself from the situation, but sometimes you cannot. So you can remove it mentally though. You can remove yourself mentally by reciting a mantra, or do some chanting, and don't pay attention to what you see or hear.
So there's a particular nimitta is left taken off, you get another nimitta to replace it. Like it's just like the try the rusty nail is taken off with a good nail. I think the metaphor Buddha gives in the sutra. So you remove it and get another thought in.
That's right. Replace a bad thought with a good thought or a neutral thought, like chanting, reciting the Buddha. Then you can stop thinking about the bad thing that caused you anger.
So that way you kind of
you can remove it. You can remove it permanently by accepting the situation.
Okay.
And eliminate your expectation or your craving. Then you will not get any anger with anything because you don't expect anything.
That's hard though.
It's not easy, but it's a practice.
If you have equanimity, it's easy.
Yes, easy.
Yeah.
So you have to practice samadhi first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting you told that equanimity can spill over to regular day to day outside jhana. So that's an interesting point you made this morning.
Okay.
Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you so much, Ajahn. And you take care of yourself.
And you're back.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Okay. Go to Wales with Diana.
Greetings, Ajahn. It's very strange because I got upset about something this week and it took me a long time to calm down, and I used Bhutto, and I used the equanimity, the metta prayer, and that actually worked. I did calm down, but then you're left feeling disappointed in yourself.
That's because you expect too much from yourself and you're not there. Don't expect anything, just take things as they come.
All about our expectations.
That's right. Expecting
of others and ourselves.
Wanting things to be the way you want them to be. And when they don't go accordingly, then you get angry, upset. So don't expect anything, don't want anything. Just be content with whatever you get or whatever you have. Be happy with whatever you get or whatever you have. Then there won't be any upset or sadness.
and just move on, isn't it? Don't stay with it.
That's
just
right.
let it go.
We are like beggar. We just sit there and waiting for people to put in coins in our little tin can. Some give you more, some give you less, some don't give you anything. But you have no choice. You just have to let the giver give whatever they want to give to you. Beggar don't choose. Yeah, beggar don't choose. So we are like beggar. Don't choose things for yourself. Let things come of their own accord. Then you will never get disappointed, right? The reason why you get disappointed because you choose, you become choosy. You want this, you don't want that. And when you don't get what you want, then you become upset. Try to live like a beggar. Just be happy with whatever you're given. Even nothing, you should be happy with nothing. Then you will never be disappointed or upset. Okay, understand?
I do.
Try
Thank you.
to lower your expectation to 0 if you can.
I will. Yeah.
Then you can take anything. Or you even to minus, because sometimes you might even have to lose something. Not getting anything, you might even have to lose something also. So you might have to reduce your expectation down below 0 to the minus. You might lose somebody, you might lose something, you know. We never think of losing, right? We always think of getting. So when we lose something, we become unhappy.
And I remember you said, if people want to treat you badly, just let them.
What else can you do?
It's their problem.
Yeah. You cannot change them, you cannot stop them. They do what they want anyway. They're like apples, don't change them. Don't change them into bananas. You can't change apples into bananas. So you cannot change people if they're not willing to change. But if they're willing to change, if they're willing to listen to you, then you can tell them. All right?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Go to Singapore. Belinda.
Good evening, Ajahn. Live like a beggar, so difficult.
Yeah, be a baker. I'm a baker. Every morning I go out and collect food. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I can expect hamburgers or club sandwiches. I will get some rice and nothing else. And you just have to eat whatever you're given.
Like people like us, we are still like we want to be in control. We want to choose what we want to eat.
That's when you get disappointed when you cannot control, and when you cannot get what you wanted to eat.
That's we also been trained to say to control to lessen your stress. You need to be in control. So we are also working to be away from stress, Ajahn.
You have to control your cravings, control your desire.
Yes. So everything boils down to control. So
yeah, restrain your desire.
Restrain. Ajahn, last week after talking to Ajahn, I had a very bad stomach pain, and it comes on and off. So it lasted for a day or two, and when I just rest and sleep through it. I couldn't quite meditate. It's painful. So I'm not sure if it's like I didn't restrain or like not sleeping or to meditate, to watch it. I just, if it feels sleepy, I just sleep. So I'm not sure if I'm doing the right way to cope.
The right thing is to accept your pain and not trying to get rid of it. When you cannot get rid of it, just let it be. This is vipassana. You're practicing vipassana when you let go. Let go of the pain. If you cannot practice, just sleep, go to sleep, do whatever you want, but just don't be stressful. The goal is to stop stress from appearing in your mind. That's all.
I didn't take medication, and I accepted it as that, you know.
Anicca, as anatta.
Yes, anicca.
Anatta, natural phenomena.
But one thing I discover after I recover, I find it very difficult to meditate, and they will be craving to, there be like discomfort or unease, and the habit comes back, like I need to get food to soothe the unease. It's a psychological unease. It's not that I feel hungry. There's this habit.
That's your defilement, using sensual pleasures to get rid of your stress.
Yes.
Which is not the right way. The right way is to use the equanimity, calm. Stay calm, don't react, just let things be.
I also like to tell Ajahn that I find it difficult to meditate without a backrest. If I do not have a backrest or to support, the body is very uptight. It's very much unease. So there's tendency to lean back. Sometimes I'm able to keep awake. Sometimes I doze off. How should I go about that, Ajahn?
Don't use it. Just don't rely on the backrest. Just sit without the backrest, so you don't become too comfortable. When your body becomes comfortable, you tend to be less mindful, and it's easier for you to go to sleep when you meditate.
Lompo Sutam, Lompo Bunmi, they were in Singapore, like about last month. Okay. So we had short sitting meditation. Then I didn't have any backrest. So they said we sat together in a group sitting. And I, in terms of body sensation, it's very heavy bio, like air. It's a lot of tension, but because it was in a group, I feel safe. In short, the emotion was mainly fear, but I sat through because I was in a group. It's as if I feel safe. I see Ajahn in front of me and everyone around me, like a support. So do we push ourselves, or do we observe? If we, at any point when I do it alone, if I feel I can't sit without the backrest, do I do it progressively, Ajahn?
Well, try to stop using it. You might have to do it gradually, maybe. I don't know. But it's better not to rely on anything when you meditate. Even a cushion, you don't have.
Yeah.
Just sit on the floor.
The sensation is I can't breathe. Like
Yes.
I don't think.
Is your defilement setting up roadblocks on your meditation path? That's all it is. Your defilement wants comfort.
Yes, there's a fear behind, right? And then there's a need to rely on a group or something like that, or even some audio or like guided meditation. I find some comfort to that.
Yeah, that's because you cannot do it alone on your own yet. So you rely on other people or things. But eventually you want to be able to do it all alone without having anything.
So when I do it all alone, I need a backrest. Like I need to lie down, or I need to.
What happens if you go to a place where there's no backrest, so you cannot meditate?
And then I have to walk. And then I will walk.
So you have to accept that this is your problem, that you have to somehow solve it, somehow not to rely on anything.
So when I walk, I use chant mantra like Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, but the speed will be very fast. And it should, anytime I slow down, and there's tendency to clean the floor. I start to clean, like compulsion to clean, or find things to do, some housekeeping, things like that, like trying to divert. But every time when that happens, I just keep to be aware that there's this distraction and there's this body wanting to move away. And then I start again. That's in a home setting. It's as of. So Ajahn, if any point when I'm aware of a kilesa, if I can't like afford to not having a backrest, is it okay that I just be aware from moment to moment at this point of time? Or
be aware of what?
Be aware that the kilesa is just not wanting to follow.
Then don't do it. Don't do what the defilement wants you to do. Not just being aware. Don't use it. Just don't use it. Why is it so difficult that you have to use it? I don't know why.
It feels the kilesa tells the mind that
you want comfort. That's all. And in meditation, you have to trade between mental comfort with physical comfort. Sometimes you cannot have both of them.
I also find that the mind gets stressed out more easily. Like I find that I avoid stressful situation. I avoid.
The reason is your mindfulness is not strong enough.
Yes.
So you practice more mindfulness before you come and meditate. Start reciting Buddha when you get up, and keep reciting all day long. Then you have stronger mindfulness. Then you'll be able to sit without any backrest. So practice more mindfulness first before you meditate. You can practice mindfulness from the time you get up. As soon as you open up your eyes, start reciting Buddha, and then continue going on whatever you have to do with your body. Washing, brushing your teeth, whatever. Just keep Buddha all the time. Then you have more mindfulness, stronger mindfulness. Then you have more equanimity, which allows you to be able to to face more physical discomfort. Okay.
I also like to tell a report to Ajahn that despite saying that afraid of stress, there's a tendency I wanting to watch something that like horror. Like I wanted to look for thrill in the movie, and like there's, if I don't watch such thing, I would fall asleep. There's tendency to even get drowsy, So there is a tendency to, it's conflicting, like wanting to find thrill, but it's an unhealthy thrill, I would think. Wanting to watch something that I feel thrill, like horror movie or things like that, so that I get alert. There is this habit like that, right? So I find it's conflicting that one moment there are fear of stress, but inside there's a habit to looking for thrill, like
if you want thrill, do what the Buddha said. Go look at the corpses of the 32 parts of the body. Okay, don't go watch horror movies. It's just an excuse for your defilement. That's all.
Yeah, but the horror movies, a lot of like Ajahn, like
I know,
cops,
but that's
that
not what
yeah,
the
it's not
Buddha
the
want.
kind of yeah.
The Buddha want you to look at the real thing. Yeah, and look at the corpse.
Mm.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Ajahn.
All
Thank you.
right.
Mm.
Go to Bangkok now. B. Ravin. How do you pronounce your name? Ravin? Ravin?
It's Ravin, but I think you
Ravin.
pronounce it very close enough, so
Okay,
not a
Ravin.
problem, Prajat. Yes. Thank you for sharing your teaching so far this evening. I have a question regarding right effort. If we put too much effort on something, is that considered a defilement, or that is actually a good thing to have when we do a task?
It depends on the suitability. Sometimes you have to put in more effort. Sometimes you put too much effort, it can be counterproductive. Like the Buddha compare our effort like trying to string your violin, your guitar. If you strum it too tight, you can break the string. If you strum it not tight enough, you cannot make any sound, any good sound. So you have to find the middle way, right effort. Not too much, not too little. And this could be varies from situation to situation, from stages of your practice also. When you first start, you might be able to sit for half an hour, but then when you move up, you might be able to sit more, 1 hour or something like that. So you have to use you have to sense it, how much is enough for you, not too much and not too little. Somewhere in the between, in the middle way, that's what they call the middle way. So if you practice, you sit for many hours and you're not getting any result, maybe this is counterproductive. Maybe you should switch from sitting and do walking instead. And you can get more calm and more mindfulness that way.
Yes, Prajat. So it varies from each situation. Sometimes we need to put a bit more, sometimes maybe a bit less.
Yeah. Look at the result of your practice. Yeah. If you put in more and you get good result, then that's right effort. If you get put more and increase more stress, and rather than reducing the stress, then maybe that's overdoing it.
Yes, understood, Prajat. And as for the meditation posture, is there a specific posture or just the cross-legged lotus position?
That's the most ideal position, is the cross-legged position, sitting cross-legged and with your back straight. This will give you good mindfulness when you meditate.
I see. Because I've tried when sometimes I sit for a long time and I start getting pain, sometimes I like to sit a bit more relaxed, and it does help in the short term, but in the long term I feel a bit too comfortable. So maybe I need to just stick with what you shared with Belinda earlier, just sit as bare support as possible, right? Don't try to use any cushion or any back support.
That's right.
When meditating. So this is to kind of detach our mind from our body.
That's right. When you meditate, you want to pull your mind away from your body. Disconnect the mind from the body temporarily. Forget about the body entirely.
philosophy. And then when we are calm, then whatever pain that our body faces, the mind will not become.
That's right. The mind will not be bothered, will not be disturbed by whatever happens in the body. So that's the goal, to get the mind become detached from the body.
And then after it's detached, that's when we start to develop wisdom.
That's another way of detaching the mind. But this time, with wisdom, you can detach it permanently from the body without having to go into absorption, into jhana, to be detached from the body. You detach with wisdom, because what connects your body to the mind to the body is delusion. So once you have wisdom, then wisdom will eliminate the delusion. Then keep connecting the mind to the body. The delusion is to see the body as myself, as I am, as me. Wisdom will say, no, the body is not you. The body is somebody else. Once you can see that clearly, then you can detach and not worry about what's going to happen to the body. If you see your body as not your body, right now you see your body as your body, and that's the illusion, according to the Buddha. Because he saw it the other way, he sees his body not as being his body. He sees it as being somebody else's, being nature. He sees the body belonging to nature, belonging to the four elements.
And the three characteristics of existence, where we have no control over our body. Eventually, we will all get sick and die.
Eventually, it will dissolve like ice cream, melt like ice cream. Okay.
Yes, Ajahn, I will try to contemplate more on the impermanence of the body. Hopefully that will help with my practice.
Okay.
Thank you, Ajahn.
You're welcome. Kafai Lim from Malaysia.
Hi, good day to you, Ajahn. I have no question for now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go to Holland, Alexa, Aroka.
Sadhu teacher, sadhu. Hello.
You put on football jersey now, or you watching football or something?
Yeah, this team always lose. I'm getting yeah, you told me last time nothing to be proud and nothing to be feel guilty. So it's doesn't matter. It's just that it's the team from the city, huh? So from this city, this city is giving me the conditions to develop. So as a Brazilian, yeah, we represent football. So when we wear this T-shirt, don't need nobody to know that. It's just for me to feel home. And it's green, like the bush. I was in the bush in the morning. I still scanning it, and I will make it like my woonkamer, my living room. Woonkamer is in Dutch. Living room. To start, or at night my sleep kamer. So sometimes I'm gonna stay all the night on, sometimes all the day on. But I want make it intermittent in the bush, because it's much more suitable indeed. Although I have no problems, because now I have the very good conditions, teacher. It's a news I have to tell you. I have all conditions. I have to improve while I have it, before it can change. But no paranoia. I have what I have. I told you I feel I have good karma, and I have a meeting with the government, and they decide that I don't need to look for work anymore, so I'm gonna get all benefits from social until I'm retired. That's in 1.5 years. So that's the answer that you asked me. Until when your good karma will stand in this sense of to have the conditions. Now it's forever. Until I die, I can have this flat. I can have all conditions to.
It's all paid for by your pension, huh?
Sorry?
Everything is paid for by your pension.
Yeah, my pension is it's coming in 2.5 years, but they find out that I don't need to look for work anymore.
Okay.
I think the interview I made last week, it's sort of effect, and they know. Okay, that's is the news, and you ask me until when your karma, your good karma. So I take it as a good karma.
You don't have to look for work, and you get paid for not working, right? Is that what it is?
I get the money. Yeah. They pay me to please
not work, not to work.
You know, you are not welcome in Holland anymore. Stay home, do meditate, stay in the bush. Yeah, it's more or less like this, teacher. So, well, that's motivation. And because I move a place, so I am completely in isolation. I don't make new friends. I even told my neighbor, he said, everything okay? I said, yes, but further I don't gonna talk. And then he got upset with me like this, you know. But that's typical in this region from the farmers. They say, yes, everything okay, but further I don't gonna say nothing. That's very rough, but it's from the culture here. So in other ways, you start to get into chatting, and they feel very lonely. They want to chat. They're not interested in Buddhism. I chatted before already, so I don't have time to have a neighbor friend. I get out of many friends. So it is correct action to do, more or less.
Yes.
If you want.
If you meditate, you don't want to have any friend. You want to be alone.
I don't want to lose my upeka, my sampajana, teacher. Buddha said, protect it with your life, right?
That's
so
right.
maybe the neighbor want to kill me because this, but because he helping me with my coming in, but he asked, can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help? I said, no, 3 times. And then one day I was sick. Then I said, okay, now you can help me. But after this, no, we have nothing to do in the spirituality terms. So, and also, I'm not wavering anymore because you told me that, yeah, no guilty also. No, don't. If you are doing your job properly, you are not committing bad karma. So, yeah, just keep it, right?
Yeah. Okay, good. Anything else?
It's a theoretical things, but I have very good teachers, so I don't need to ask you. You know, you are my teacher, so I remember the teachings. Thank you, sir, very much.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing my good news.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Christine Koe from Indonesia. Penang, I'm sorry.
Good evening, Panajan. I'm so glad to see you. I have no question. May you be well and happy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Julia from Colorado. Hi, Julia.
Hello, Ajahn.
How are you today?
Fine. I want Ajahn back to feel better.
You can want, but you might not get what you want. That's the problem. So just get what you get.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Then you will not be disappointed when you get what you want, what you get. You're happy with what you get, then you won't be disappointed. Why want something that is not there? You should want something that is already there, right? Like back pain, you got it now. So why should you want something else? And you cannot get it anyway.
Yeah. It's the truth.
Yeah. It's no problem for me, my back pain, but I think it seems to be a problem with everybody else. They seem to, they seem to worry about my back pain more than I worry about myself.
Oh.
When they themselves not in pain at all, I'm the one who's in pain now, and I'm not worried. I can live with it.
Yeah.
So try to live with what you have or what you get. Then you will not be disappointed.
Yeah.
Acceptance, reality. Accept the situation that you are in. This is your lot.
Yeah.
Accept that once you are born, this is what you're gonna get. Aging, sickness, and death. Regardless of who you are. Sooner or later you'll get it. If you accept it, then there will be no pain, no stress.
And Ajahn accepts that completely.
Pardon me? Can you repeat what you say?
And Ajahn accepts that completely.
Well, 90% of the time. Sometimes I wanted it, but then I realized I could not get it anyway. So I say, okay, and I just have to accept it. But I still trying to find ways of how to reduce it or eliminate it by doing some stretching or some massaging, things like this I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But not to be really concerned about it. Just learning how to live with it. That's all.
So if it can be helped, then help. If it can be avoided, then avoid. But if not, then accept.
That's right. That's right.
So I had a experience. May I share a small thing?
Sure, go ahead. I'm happy to listen.
Thank you. So I live at the edge of not forest, sort of scrub land, like pinon pines and some leafy trees, and but I live on a short bit of street, and on the corner there's some tall grass, and to protect the area from the fire danger, the neighbors hired 2 goats and 1 sheep to eat, like lawn mowing machines.
Yes,
you know?
eat the grass.
Yeah, to eat their grass.
Okay.
And then right away the mountain lion came just on our block and ate the 2 goats, and it ate the sheep right away. And then also we have a bear. But
bear. Yeah, a bear.
Yeah. And so I like that, well, liking. I like the concept of a healthy ecosystem, and that we have nature, but I wanted to go walk up the gravel road. So I looked on the internet and it said that if you carry the pepper spray,
For
that it
protection.
for protection. Mhm.
Okay.
So I went just up the road with this pepper spray in my hand, and I did this twice, and I never saw the lion, and I didn't see the bear. But I also went at the time which was responsible and more safe in the middle of the day, not at the dusk when or the dawn, because that's more of the times when they eat. And I felt like even just carrying the spray, my heart changed. I felt like I was aware that I had like a weapon, and it didn't feel good to me. And so the next time, I mean, it was a little later, so maybe the mountain lion went far away by then, but I didn't bring the pepper spray because I decided just to do metta a little bit instead. And then I felt like my heart shifted again in the other direction. Does Ajahn think that's possible, what I perceived about the heart changing when holding the spray or doing metta?
You mean how the mind feel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah. Okay.
But the goal is to really, if you want to conquer the situation, you just have to accept the eventuality that your body will have to die. And should it be by the lion or by the bear, let it be. If you can do this, then you will not be worried about death anymore.
Wow.
But we're all gonna die, right? Sooner or later, by one way or another.
Yeah.
So you want to test your mind to see whether your mind can accept this truth or not, the truth of death or not. Especially you have a situation in which makes you feel you are threatened by, your life is being threatened by wild animals. So in this case, this is a good situation to test your mind to see whether it will be able to let go of the attachment to the body or not. By using the wisdom of the three characteristics. Body is temporarily, it rises and it will cease one day. And you cannot prevent it from ceasing, dying. So if you can do this, you might overcome your fear of death permanently. Once you go out walking and you feel threatened by a mountain lion or a bear, and you say, okay, let it bite, let it eat you up.
Wow.
What does this pepper spray do for you anyway? It might chase it away, but you don't chase the fear away. What you want is to chase the fear inside away, not the animals. You can do that by giving up your life, giving up your body. Because you have to give it up one day, right? But if you give it up willingly, then you will have no more fear of death. If you give it up unwillingly, you will still have fear of death. This also will change the mind. situation regarding the body. Now you still have fear of losing your body. But if you willingly accept that you're gonna have to lose it one day, if it has to be now, let it be. Once you can do that, your fear will disappear.
Okay, that's a good direction for now.
That's if you want to be a Sotapanna, that's what you need to do. Give up your body to whoever wants it, to the mountain lion, to the bear, to whoever, whatever. Don't cling to your body. That's the goal of the practice. Let go.
I think it's easier for me to walk knowing that there's a mountain lion or a bear. But one time there was also a crazy angry guy, like super crazy. And it would be less, like the bear and the mountain lion are much easier for me. There's much less concern. But I wouldn't want the crazy guy to, yeah, so I have the preference. I don't know.
But you have to look at the consequence. If they're the same, then what's the difference whether you die by a person or you die by a lion or by a bear? The consequence is the same.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's true.
And sometimes you don't have any choice. You cannot say, I want the mountain lion to kill me and not the bear or not the man. Sometimes you don't have the choice. It depends on what you run into. So if you run into the man, you might be killed by the man.
Yeah. Okay, Ajahn, this is good. Okay.
Just accept that. Just accept that. By looking at the body, it's not your body. Your body will actually belongs to your mom and dad. Your mom and dad create this body for you, give you as a gift. But it's not a permanent gift, it's a temporary gift. One day it will be taken away from you.
I don't have to be stuck in the body, but I still feel tremendous compassion for the body. And it feels like a duty to take care.
No, this is wrong compassion, misplaced compassion. You should have compassion on other people's body, but not on your own body.
Oh.
This is selfish compassion. You don't want to be selfish, because this can cause you a lot of stress and anxiety when you have compassion for your own body.
Yeah, that's true.
And the goal is to get rid of your stress, your anxiety, your fear.
Okay.
So you should treat your body as something worthless. It doesn't worth anything. It's just a pile of dirt. The body is made from the earth element, from the four elements.
Okay, now I have enough to practice.
Look at your body when it becomes a corpse. Once the body becomes a corpse, nobody wants it, right? They want to dispose of the corpse as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
and all bodies will become corpse one day. So contemplate on that.
Okay. Okay, Ajahn.
Then it might help you to be able to become detached from your body. All
It's a
right?
good experiment for
Yeah.
now.
Okay. Next, go to Thailand, back to Thailand. Peppa and Mommy. Hi, Peppa. You got anything to say? Okay, you have to speak English tonight.
What do you want to tell me? No.
Okay, what do you want to show me? Oh, some writing. What did you write today? Julatham Namjai.
Yeah, this book.
I see.
And she want to tell Pa Ajahn that how good that she can deal with like sad and angry now.
Okay. You're not angry anymore? You don't have any anger?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, but not as many as before, right?
Sometimes my friend like someone love my picture that I said.
So how do you deal with that?
How do you deal with that? Like
You get angry at your friends? Or you don't get angry? You forgive your friend? Can you forgive them?
not you because they're not my best friend.
Okay, you have anything else to say, Peppa?
Don't know.
Okay. Then I have to leave you now, okay? Thanks for
Okay.
coming in. Okay, I'll go to Willie from Indonesia.
Good evening, Thanachan. Today I don't have any questions. Thank you, Thanachan.
Okay. Where else now? Evie from Indonesia also. Evie. Evie or evil? You like an L.
Yeah, I am Evie, who still have evil inside. Today I now have question, Ajahn.
Okay, just coming in to say hello, huh?
Yeah, and listen, but no longer, only half time, half
Okay.
hour only. Yeah.
Yeah. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Keep listening, continue listening, okay? I'll go to Sulan from Singapore. Sulan.
Hello, nice to see you. Yes. Congrats on your title. Yeah, honorific title.
Thank you.
So happy for you. Yes.
Yeah. So you have any question?
Yes. I have a question. Yes, my question is, recently I was feeling quite down. Then I record your advice about chanting Buddha Buddha. So I tried, and then after like more than half an hour, then it worked. So I feeling grateful for the tip that you gave. Then halfway through chanting Buddha Buddha, then kind of occurred to me that it sounded like putong putong. because in Chinese, 不懂 means I don't know. Then then it kind of got a bit funny afterward. Like I was initially chanting Buddha, Buddha, then it sounded more and more like I don't know in Chinese. Yeah. Then
doesn't matter whatever you chant to stop you from thinking about what makes you feel bad. That's all. You want to pull your mind away from the bad thought that causing you to feel bad.
I see. Yeah, because halfway through, I also find I'm kind of confusing myself. Am I like chanting it correctly? And then like, I don't know if I'm having mindfulness or not. So yeah, that's why I wanted to ask Ajahn.
As long as you don't go think about the bad thoughts, then it's okay. You want to pull your mind away from those bad thoughts that cause you to feel bad. Forget about those things. By chanting something, whatever you want, you can chant anything you want.
Yes. Oh, and I heard what you advised to, I think, is it Priya, about being a beggar? So when you say that, then I kind of reminded that some people who are like beggars, they might be putting up with like harsh speech from people as well. So in that sense, this is how we should train ourselves, right? That even if people say bad things, we also just got to accept it.
That's right. Just accept. Don't react to anything, good or bad. People could say good thing, don't react happily. People say bad thing, don't react sadly. Just remain calm, remain neutral. That's the best way to react to everything.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, and just now you were speaking about I think the part on not being afraid of death. Yeah, like that's our training. Then I was thinking about it also. Then I think like in Singapore, right? Like we always say that it's better to have a fast and easy death when we are old, rather than like to fall sick when we are old and then like go through illness and then have a slow death. So that's like a common joke amongst the locals here. So I was thinking that, you know, maybe it's the fear of pain that also that is there, that how can we overcome it? Because I think that
practice. You have to practice. Try to when you meditate and when you have painful feeling, try to teach your mind to accept the painful feeling. Not try to reject, not let it reject. Tell the mind to, it's okay. The painful feeling is not so bad after all. Don't get upset. Don't get agitated. Just remain calm. Just like I say, good or bad, just remain calm. So you have to experience some painful feeling of the body, and then you can then teach your mind to learn to accept it. Eventually, your mind will know how to deal with the painful feeling when they arise at the time of death or at the time of sickness. So you have to practice now. Practice your mind to learn to accept painful feeling.
Painful feelings.
You know, pain, the body pain, what I mean.
Oh, okay. The body pain. Yeah. I realized that recently I injured my nail and to me it's painful already. Then make me realize that, oh, I have a lot of fear of pain. I don't want to experience painful sensation. Yeah.
You decide not to want to experience the painful feeling. this is the cause of your stress, of your anxiety.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that I realized also. And I was thinking it's kind of hard to overcome. Yeah. So I have to use mindfulness to overcome this
That's
aversion.
right. Use Bhutto, 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 chanting, and leave the pain alone. Don't try to manage or try to get rid of it. Just leave it alone. Then it comes and go by itself.
Mm. Oh, okay. Then does Sotapanna, they afraid of pain?
No, a Sotapanna is free of fear of pain or fear of death, fear of losing the body.
Okay. Yeah, that's all for my questions.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, Ajahn.
You're welcome. We'll go to question from email or from Facebook now. Pawn.
Good evening, Luang Por. There are 7 questions this evening, 5 from email and 2 from Facebook.
Okay. Go ahead.
First question from Samanji. In Mashi Gao biography, the biographer had written in detail as to how the deceased spirit of a buffalo had expressed its wish. It wished to be reborn as a human in its next birth to Mashi Gao during her deep meditation process. However, as I understand, Mashi Gao had not attained Nibbana at the time she had encountered this spirit of the dead buffalo. It shows that she had the power to talk to the dead spirits of the animal even before achieving Arahant status. How is it possible? Shouldn't a person have attained Arahant status before being able to communicate with spirits? Can you please explain?
No, because you can get psychic power on this by meditation. You don't need wisdom. Wisdom is for you to be able to be free from suffering, from dukkha. But to access this psychic power, you just need meditation.
Okay, and, the second question, is there any way to know where a dead relative of us goes after death? And if he or she is in the Deva realm, are we his relatives in a position to bestow merits on him or her?
You have to have psychic power like the Buddha. The Buddha had this ability to connect with his mother, who was a spiritual being. And he could communicate with her and taught her the Dhamma until she became a Sotapanna. So you need to have psychic power if you want to be able to connect with spiritual beings.
And the third question, during the time of the Buddha, King Bimbisara sought the Buddha's advice to bestow merits on his dead relatives who had been born as hungry ghosts. King Bimbisara, having seen their pathetic condition in a dream, offered alms to the Sangha and bestowed merit on those hungry ghosts upon the advice of the Buddha. If we see our dead relatives in a tragic state, constantly in dreams, is it an indication that they are in need of merit?
Most probably so, but sometimes it can be your own imagination also, because dream can be either real or imaginary. Sometimes they are real, sometimes they are imaginary. But for safety's sake, just go ahead and do the merit and then pass the merit to the departed. If they're waiting for it, then they can get it.
Okay, fourth question. To clarify what I asked last week about insane people, is an insane person accountable for what he commits I mean, does he or she have to suffer the karmic consequences of his or her acts? Does a madman who throws a big stone that kills someone count as a sinner, for instance?
It depends on whether that action is being done with intention or not. If it is intention, then it's considered to be karma. But without intention, then we consider it to be accidental. If it's accidental, there will be no karmic consequences. But if it's intentional, then there will be karmic consequences. So it depends. The word is intention. If you intend to do something, then that's karma. If you didn't have any intention, you think just happened accidentally, then there will be no karma. Like when you drive, and if you see a dog on the street and you run into the dog intentionally, then there's karma. But if you drive and the dog suddenly appear and then you could not avoid running into the dog, then this is accidental, and this is not karma. Okay.
The last question from email. What is non-attachment in Buddhism, and how should we practice it in our daily lives?
Non-attachment means you don't have any emotional reaction to the thing that you have detached. Meaning you don't have any love, hate, or fear toward the things that you detach. But you can still deal with them rationally, or deal with them with loving kindness or compassion.
We have 3 more questions from Facebook. First question from Karis. Dear Ajahn, I am now in Bangkok with my mother. I would like to bring my mother to meet you and to pay respect, and planning to go there on the 24th of August and stay for 1 day. Is it possible for an appointment to meet with you to pay respect and to ask some question regarding the Dhamma?
I'm not sure what day is 24th.
I think it's Thursday.
Thursday.
So,
Thursday, that's I think we have a holiday. It's a Buddhist holiday, right? One observance day. I give Dhamma talk in the afternoon at 2 o'clock, and then at 3 o'clock, people can come and offer dana or talk to me then. So if you want to come and see me around 3 o'clock afternoon, 3 o'clock at my kuti number 5.
And the second question from Ryan Fong. Dear Luang Po, may I ask if it is not right to have negative opinions of others, such as thought that someone else is not fulfilling their duties, especially when I have to be the one doing the duties as a result? What is your advice in such situations?
Can you repeat the question again, please?
May I ask if it is not right to have negative opinions of others, such as thought that someone else is not fulfilling their duties, especially when I have to be the one doing the duties as a result? What is your advice in such situation?
Can you repeat again, please? I didn't quite understand.
Okay. May I ask if it is not right to have negative opinions of others, such as I thought that someone else is not fulfilling their duties, especially when I have to be the one doing the duties as a result? What is your advice in such situations?
You should look at the truth, whether that person is doing what you think he's doing or not. You know, look at the truth, not at your imagination.
And the last question from Tan, how to practice upekkha?
by meditation, mindfulness meditation. You have to use mantra, sit in meditation, calm your mind. When your mind becomes calm, then you get ubekha. Let me go back to the question about the visitor coming visit. I think 25th is Friday. I thought it was Thursday, I think, but it's Friday. Friday, I'll be available at the dining hall around 9 o'clock in the morning. So if he wants to come see me on Friday, you have to come at about 9 o'clock at the dining hall. Okay. Forget about the first answer. The first answer was wrong because I thought it was Thursday. Thursday I have Dhamma talk in the afternoon. But Friday I don't have a Dhamma talk in the afternoon. But I'll be available at the dining hall in the morning at 9 a.m. Okay.
He's coming on the 24th.
Oh, 24th. No, I'm sorry. I thought 25th. Okay, then 24th is Thursday, right? So Thursday I'll be giving Dhamma talk. So have to come in the afternoon at 3 o'clock at my kuti number 5. Okay. Is this clear enough? All right, I think that's about it for tonight. That's all the time we have. Thank you for your participation. I hope this meeting can benefit you and help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please be safe, be mindful, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Thank you, Amin.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.